we're just gonna drive around, kind of cruise, and talk about what happened to trucking YouTube. I know my views have definitely dropped. I mean, that's mainly a lot of people blame it on the algorithm, but honestly, um, me personally, for the past few months, down there for the past year, I just haven't really been uploading like I used to. When I first started this channel, I was uploading like a lot. I used to upload like a lot of content, you feel me? I was like a daily vlogger. And since I stopped doing that, oh shit, of course, hold up. We're back. Yeah, since I stopped doing that, since I stopped like daily uploading, I noticed my channel pretty much fell off. You know what I mean? Since I stopped uploading like a vlog every day. Now, what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to like upload quality content instead of just uploading a vlog every day. I just been trying to like really hone down on the editing and make these vlogs as crisp as I can with like, you know, the editing and shit. Mainly, that way I got a catalog full of like quality content rather than just a bunch of vlog. Is I'm gonna go back to like daily uploading, you feel me? And you know, the way I was able to do it, you know, if you're a trucking YouTuber or if you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel and just vlogging your days at work and you're a truck driver like me, the way that I was able to upload so much content like every day at work, like every day there was a vlog, was throughout my day is I would, you know, I would film and then I would add it to iMovie. I use CapCut now, but you know, I would add it to whatever editing software I was using and I would cut that clip that I just uploaded, right? I would edit it real quick, boom. And that should be done in like 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Maybe less than 5 minutes, right? Even if I wanted to get down and do like some really good editing or whatever, I'll just get it done right there. I'll film, upload, edit, add that piece to the vlog, and then just do that throughout my whole day. And then by the end of the day, I pretty much got a vlog that's already done, that's already chopped and edited the way I want to. And if I want to go back and do some like finishing touches on it, then that's what I would do. I would go back and do finishing touches. And then by doing that, I had these vlogs. What's up with it? You know, I had these vlogs that I would upload like every day. And so I was uploading the vlog every day. And that's when I seen like a lot of growth in my channel. What was it, like the first 6 months that I was uploading? Not even the first 6 months, the first like 4 or 5 months that I was uploading these vlogs like every day. So I was seeing like a lot of growth. Not to mention, new channels do get favored in the algorithm, especially when they're a new channel and they're consistently uploading like every day like that. You know, and especially like if you're in a niche like me, you know what I mean? YouTube is different now. Well, here's the thing about it, okay? At the end of the day, it's called YouTube, right? So ultimately what that means is YouTube is run by really the content creators. We pretty much dictate what y'all watch. I mean, y'all could tell us to upload whatever we want. And we you know, we listen to our viewers, you know. We listen to the viewers and, you know, like we do give you guys what you guys want to hear. But for the most part, you guys are going to watch what's being uploaded onto YouTube, you know. So if YouTube changed, if YouTube is different now, if it changed, what that really means is people are just uploading different type of shit. And I always think like we really run this shit and we could always go back to uploading what we were uploading a few years ago. And as long as you're consistent, especially if you're like hardcore niched out, right? Whether you're doing like food reviews, trucking, finance, something else, right? As long as you're consistent and you just keep uploading like that, you're gonna see continuous growth. No, it's heavily commercial now. I remember it's just a random video, movie media, and you copy paste from MySpace videos before on smartphones. Yeah. But you know, the thing is, we could always go back to uploading that type of shit. You know, no one's really making us do anything on here. We pretty much dictate what we upload. We could always go back to uploading that type of shit. That's the thing about it. Shit. Please don't make me go inside, bro. Okay, cool. You know what I learned about a year ago that I didn't know? In California, throughout our gas compared to the rest of the country, we have like the cleanest gasoline. You know what I mean? So no matter where you're at, whether you're at Chevron or some like hole in the wall spot like where I'm at, we have the cleanest gasoline. It's for, you know, the environmental regulations that the state of California sets. That's one main reason why our gas is so much more expensive than any other gas. Because the kind of gasoline California has, we can't like ship it out and export it even to other states because their pumps don't have the blend that we have, right? Because they don't have all the regulations that we have when they turn oil into gas. So, you know, the kind of gas that we have here in California, only us Californians can use it. And it's way more expensive to blend that type of gas than regular gas. And because of that, we can't, you know, ship in, like import gas from other states, from like, you know, like North Dakota or Texas or whatever, because our pumps don't take that gas, right? Like it would literally damage our gas pumps because it's a different ass blend. That's why, that's one main reason why California gas prices are so much more expensive. God damn, that's a big mountain. Damn, bro. Oh, I'm about to go get food right now. That makes me want to just starve. Damn. What's up with the obesity out here, man? I mean, I put on some pounds too, but goddamn, can't be doing that shit. We gotta be cool, man. That was a big girl I just seen. That was a big girl. I don't know how you could let yourself go. Let yourself get that big. Like, damn. You know? But I remember YouTube way before certain people knew about it. Now everybody's on it. Always pay phones and flip phones. Well, yeah, I mean, that's old school YouTube. But I guess so, yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to like daily uploading. You feel me? And I think even though I don't have a lot of subscribers, even though I don't get a lot of views, I think me and myself, I think I could wake this shit back up. I think I can. Jesus Christ. Because honestly, I think back then, right? That girl looks like, what the hell is up with Modesto, dude? It's some slop out here, man. It's some slop out here, dude. Man. She, all right, damn. Right? Because honestly, this is going to sound like real cocky of me, right? But I think back in the day when I was daily uploading, I think the trucking content was just more popping in general. That's when fucking, what's his name, Alex Nino, he was uploading like way more often back then. And he was getting a lot more views. And who else? The girl Happiness by the Mile, she was uploading back then. Or a matter of fact, I think that's when she got hit by the landing gear. And she actually took a break. But up until that point, like when I started uploading, that's when Happiness by the Mile first started taking her break. When she started like falling off, right? But like it was still around that time that she was uploading a lot. She was uploading a lot. Alex Nino was uploading a lot. Alex, the trucking guy, was uploading a lot, right? Like our shit was popping. Like everyone was, we had a lot of eyes on us in the trucking space. I guess Roadrun Anaya was popping. I didn't know about Roadrun Anaya until Tommy Unfiltered, Trucking Unfiltered, or back then it was Tommy Unfiltered, made a video talking about how much money she makes on YouTube. Up until then, I didn't know who she was, right? But yeah, it turns out her shit's popping. What else? Back then, Coco's Journey, she was uploading a lot of vlogs, right? Shit. There was this other cat that was at CR England that was uploading a lot of vlogs. Kind of like how I do when I show road footage or whatever. I got permission from my job to get road footage, right? As long as I'm hands-free, which I'm pretty sure they're able to see that I'm hands-free because they got the inward-facing camera at my company. To whereas when I was at CR England, they didn't have inward-facing cameras. So, you know, if you were to upload some road footage and you worked for CR England, they didn't know how you were getting that. They didn't know if you were sitting there driving and like holding a device while you're driving. So they would just fire you. So there was this dude at CR England that was getting road footage. Like he was a trucking YouTuber just like me, right? And he was uploading a lot of vlogs. And, you know, it was around the time when I was daily vlogging. And I just went in the comments and I told him, like, hey, dude, you better be careful because right here at England, they fire motherfuckers for doing that. They will fire your ass, you know, because they don't know how you're getting this road footage right here. Because before I started my YouTube channel, right, I called the safety department at CR England and I asked them, like, hey, am I able to wear like a GoPro or whatever? They knew cats were doing that because Alex, the trucking guy, was doing that. So all these trucking companies were aware that there's these cats online that were making hella money making YouTube videos about truck driving and like showing the road and, you know what I mean, like POV footage and all that shit, right? I got some vlogs like that with the headset and the GoPro and all that. But when I called CR England and I asked them if I could do that, they said, fuck no. They said, hell to the nah, right? because we will fire you because it's a safety thing, because we don't know how you're getting that road footage, so we don't even fuck around with that. And I told this dude that, right? I told dude, like, hey, homie, be careful, right? Be trucha how you getting that shit, because they told me they will can your ass. You know what I mean? That's what they told me. Damn, there's hella cats out here. Don't go in front of my car, dude. I don't want to run over the cat. And then what? Who else? Who else was popping on trucking YouTube back in the day? I feel like there was one more, right? There was fucking Alex the Trucking Guy, Alex Nino, me. Who else? I don't know. Oh yeah, the Asian my dude or whatever. I never really got jiggy with this shit, but you know, he was popping back then. You ain't lying about that, bro. Trucking Unfiltered. Don't let elite scare you off. Trucking YouTube has been dead for a while. It has been dead, right? Are you making money on YouTube? Yeah, my earnings have dropped. A lot of that has to do with, oh yeah, Trucker Brown. Yeah, there you go, Trucker Brown. Yeah, duh, right? Trucker Brown, he was uploading a lot of vlogs back then too. Mainly a lot of like live streams talking about the industry and shit. Helping like new drivers out and all that. But I noticed, dude. I mean, like, this is going to sound really narcissistic of me, but when I fell off, not right away, but I noticed specifically around the time leading up to me going on workman's comp back in August, that's when trucking YouTube really fucking died off, dude. That shit died off fast, dude. Like, no one was uploading. Even like from the small channels to the big channels, people just stopped fucking uploading. But here's the thing about it. Right? You know, just because I think trucking YouTube is boring doesn't mean that the viewers think it's boring. A lot of people like this content. A lot of people like, you know, I was talking to ChatGPT the other day. Like, I talked to the chatbot on ChatGPT a lot, like running, like, you know, I asked ChatGPT like ideas, like how could I improve my content or whatever. And then I think trucking YouTube is boring also. Yeah, but just because you think it's boring doesn't mean that the viewers think it's boring. A lot of people like this content, believe it or not. A lot of people actually tune in and they find it really entertaining to watch these vlogs. You know what I mean? Just like really what they like, believe it or not, even if you personally don't get a lot of views on it, a lot of the people that watch this shit, they actually like the just the daily vlogs when you're at work and you're just recording your day. People like that shit. What ChatGPT ran down to me, because I was asking ChatGPT, I was like, why do people give a fuck about trucking content on YouTube so much? Why do people care about this shit? Because I told ChatGPT, I was like, because me personally, I think this shit's fucking boring. You know what I mean? Like, just some asshole driving a truck. Like, why do people care so much? And pretty much ChatGPT ran it down to me because, you know, it's an alternative lifestyle, right? It's an alternative job. It's not a conventional job. Most people, like, think about it, right? Most people, they work at like a meat packing plant, or they work at like Amazon. You know, everyone works at Amazon nowadays. Or they work in like some office type of environment, or they work like at fast food or construction, right? Like, people have like these conventional jobs where it's like that basic structure where you go in, you clock in, right? With your badge, you beep, right? You clock in, you get to work, you have your team lead, your supervisor, your manager, and then, you know, human resources, right? And you have like your little project and like your assignment, and every now and then you'll help out other departments, right? And then, you know, you clock out for lunch, come back, clock back in after lunch, finish the rest of your shift, and you go home. Well, trucking's not like that. Trucking is completely fucking different. Trucking is like, yeah, you clock in, Like you clock in to the ELD. The ELD is pretty much like your machine that you clock in with, right? Oh, don't tell me this bitch is closed, dude. Nah, this shit ain't closed. But think about it. Like, our job is chill. Like, me personally, I don't think I can go back to doing something other than truck driving at this point. I don't think I can go back, like, to a conventional job, because when I was on light duty on workman's comp, I was doing the job. I was working at a thrift store, right? That the insurance company had like an account with for light duty work, for light duty assignments. And dude, that shit sucked. It was cool, but it sucked. It sucked because I actually had a manager that was like on my ass, right? Not too much, but she was there and shit. And, you know, like the whole thing, like when your team lead or your supervisor or the manager shows up, everyone has to like look busy and shit. Oh, get back to looking busy. The manager's coming. And then once the manager leaves, we go back to fucking off on our phone and, you know, whatever, like bullshitting, you know? In trucking, we don't do that. In trucking, you know, the assignment keeps us busy. Like, we're doing our job, but we're also, you know, listening to podcasts, blasting music on the phone with the old lady or our homeboy or whatever. Like we're chilling. Like, we're big chilling at work, even local. And then you take it a step further and do OTR, which is what people actually want to see. Because when people think about trucking, they think about like the sleeper cab trucking. And people want to see that. People see trucks. And someone who works at like a meat packing plant or whatever, like they might deal with truck drivers on their dock, like if they're a forklift driver, like unloading trailers, but they might not know nothing about the lifestyle. And a lot of people have this preconceived notion that, oh, truck drivers make all this money. Truck drivers make all this money. And, you know, one reason why we're known to make a lot of money is because a lot of us just straight live out of the truck. And we're damn near live out of the truck for our entire career, right? And people want to know what that's like. And, you know, trucking content, it's similar to van life. Van life is an alternative lifestyle, but trucking is also an alternative lifestyle that's just like van life, like you're living on the road, but it's your career and it's a job that pays you a lot of money. And a lot of people that are struggling, right? Everyone's struggling these days, you know? One of the first things that people think about is either getting into construction or getting into trucking. So people are constantly looking into the industry. People are constantly looking into like, yeah, those are videos on advice or whatever, but what they really want to see is the day-to-day lifestyle. And what they want to see is someone like Roadrunner Naya and Alex Nino that look really successful, right? People want to have their preconceived notion validated on trucking, so they tune into Roadrunner Naya, Alex Nino, or anyone, or Alex a trucking guy, or anyone that looks like they're really out here getting it like that in trucking, that looks really successful. Just trucking, right? People tune into these channels and they see like, oh, this dude's all about trucking, or this chick's all about trucking and she looks really successful. I'm going to follow them. And then it becomes like a thing of entertaining, of being entertained, right? They start watching the shit. And, you know, another way that Roadrunner Naya reels you into her content is with her dog. Not just by showing the cleavage and all that, obviously, and the content itself, trucking, people do find it interesting. But, you know, now she has this dog. So now you're invested because, you know, you're seeing all these vlogs with her dog. So now, you know, you got like this emotional attachment. And that's the same thing with Just Trucking. It's not just him, it's his kids, it's his wife, right? It's his personal truck, like he's the owner operator. So people are like tuned into the story, and people are already searching up this kind of content. So people like give a fuck. And, you know, you take, even for me, you take like the backstory that I gave you guys about, which, you know, like the backstory of my life, which led me into trucking. And now you guys are invested into me because I opened up about my life. So it's not just me at work trucking. You guys actually know a thing or two about me. So, you know what I mean? So it ends up being like this weird kind of online relationship that you have with these creators. And that's no different than when you watch van life content, right? So just because I'm going to get to the comments right now, right? But, just because like 20 plus trucking and other people say that, oh, a lot of us creators, because we live this shit every day and it's our job, we think like, oh, this shit's boring. Trucking is boring. This content is boring, because a lot of us don't watch this shit. Like, what do I listen to? Like on the road, I listen to the news, political podcasts on both sides, right? Fucking, like, I've been listening to like these two white girls, I've Had It, their podcast. They talk a bunch of shit. They're like these two liberal chicks from Oklahoma, and they be going off, bro. They go off. I listen to TYT, the Young Turks, and the Hodge Twins. I listen to the Hodge Twins, right? And and then eventually politics gets kind of old. So what I do listen to is I listen to a lot of Mr. Ballin. I listen to like the Mr. Ballin podcast, and obviously I watch damn near like every video of his long form story content or whatever, right? And every now and then I'll literally, like, because you're driving, so you can't watch a vlog, right? So what I'll do is I'll turn on like a van life vlog, like who is it? Fucking, what's her name? Nikki Dalventhal, and shit, the girl that lives out of the fucking Toyota truck. God damn. Roman Reckless, Becca Y, and Trent the Traveler. You know what I mean? I'll literally, just for background noise, I'll have their shit playing. So I don't listen to trucking vlogs like that. I just don't. If I do, fucking, it's like advice videos on like what's going on and just music, right? But just because I don't watch this shit doesn't mean that there's not people that are like watching this trucking content. You know what I mean? So, believe it or not, guys, this trucking YouTube, it's a big niche. It's a profitable niche. People love watching this shit. They tune into this. And like what I'm gonna do, I'm on reset right now. I go back to work tomorrow night. I'm just gonna go back to daily vlogging, right? And I'll still try to keep them as high quality as I can, right? But I'm not gonna do like this. What I'm not gonna do, like, the reason why I haven't been uploading a lot of vlogs like I used to back when I was at CR England, is because I've been shooting like the whole vlog, and then I've been waiting till the end to go through all of this footage. And now I gotta sit down there and edit this whole fucking vlog, dude. And it'd take me like fucking 2 or 3 hours just to sit there and just work, right? But what, for 20 plus trucking or Trucking Unfiltered or anyone, or Mr. By the Mile, if you guys are watching and you guys want to upload vlogs again, right? You guys want to upload trucking vlogs. Mr. By the Mile, I don't think you could or whatever. But, or anyone, if you watching, like, dude, there's a lot of money in this trucking YouTube shit. There is, right? This is a big niche. It's a popular niche. This shit ranks high in search, just like finance, right? The CPMs are actually pretty high if you stay consistent. Dude, I used to make like 400 or 500, like one, I had a few months when I first started where I was making like $1,000 a month, like way back when I was at CR England. And then, that dropped down. Like I started averaging around $400 to $500 a month off of these trucking vlogs that I was doing. And I don't have a lot of subscribers, so, because what really matters, it's not really the subscribers. What matters are the viewers, or how many views are you getting, and are people actually tuning in and watching the whole vlog? You know what I'm saying? And are you uploading, right? Like what I noticed, what they really favor are people that are uploading like every fucking day, right? Because think about it, there's so much content that gets uploaded to YouTube. So if you're not active on that bitch like every fucking day, right? And then hopefully every now and then you put out an evergreen video, like a couple of my YouTube shorts that I uploaded fucking years ago are still getting high traffic and comments and ranking high in search to this day. Like the one I did on Walmart private fleet, that one still gets a lot of traffic. The ones I did when I was talking about owner operators, those still rank high in search and they get a lot of traffic, right? And those have pretty much been helping my channel stay afloat this whole time that I kind of fell off from uploading. So if you guys want to upload every day, just do what I did in the beginning of my YouTube channel. Dude, I was making hella money. I was making a couple $100 a month, bro. Every month, it was like at the minimum $400 a month because I was uploading every day. And I was taking like my days off on my days off from work. But what I would do is I'd be at work and I would film myself, right? Pre-tripping or whatever, talking about the load or whatever. And I would literally sit there and upload that little clip, upload it, cut it, split it, edit it, right? And then it would literally only take me like 5 minutes. And then I go about my day. And then, you know, I'm just filming myself the whole day and uploading and editing that part of the vlog throughout the whole day. And then at the end of the day, I got this like whole vlog that's pretty much done. And all I need to do is go back and like, you know, check the work real quick, put on some finishing touches. And, you know, that right there would take me at the most like 20 minutes, 30 minutes at the most, instead of sitting there for like 2 or 3 hours. Like even Alex Nino talks about how he'll sit there and like edit a vlog for like 6 fucking hours, dude. That's crazy, right? You don't got to do that. You really don't got to do that. Even if you're doing high quality, you just film, edit, and, you know, upload that part of the vlog to your editing software, iMovie, CapCut, whatever you guys are fucking using, Adobe Digital or whatever, right? And you edit that bitch right there. And then at the end of the day, your vlog is pretty much done. And then that's how you stay high in search. And you upload these vlogs every motherfucking day. And if you guys did that, and if I go back to doing that, we'll, you know, bring back trucking YouTube. And we could really take this shit over. Because, dude, a lot of YouTube kind of sucks right now. It does. I mean, ever since Charlie Kirk died, everyone's talking about politics. Everyone's on these politics, right? I talk about politics more of like on my Instagram. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like mundane shit, really. I think what's really popping on YouTube, honestly, just in my humble opinion, what I think is really popping on YouTube, even though you guys think it's boring, is van life content. People love van life content and trucking content, believe it or not. It's like this alternative lifestyle where people make hella money doing this shit, right? Let me get to some of these comments. What happened to lineman school? I'm not going to it, right? It's too far. Like that shit was all up in Northern California. Fuck, where is that? Oroville, NLC in Oroville. And I would have had to taken out loans. And I mean, never say never. I could always go back and do it later. But right now, especially since it's looking like I'm about to be getting my own spot, you know what I'm saying? As of right now, I kind of just want to stick with trucking. Like I put in a lot of effort into this shit. I got my CDO, I got the experience, I got the endorsements, I got the clean record and all that. I kind of just want to stay in my lane right now, in the industry right now. And I really want to hone down on YouTube and do what I was doing like back in the day and upload these vlogs every day and like just see how far I can grow the channel. You know what I mean? Because here's the thing about trucking YouTube, right? Your YouTube channel can literally outpace your trucking job, like the income you make. If you're consistent with uploading, you know what I'm saying? You're giving the viewers what they want to see. So you're giving your subscribers what they tune in for. You're giving them trucking content. You're giving them these trucking lifestyle vlogs, right? And you're making good money, right? And you could end up, I swear to God, bro, like in the long run, your YouTube channel can out-earn your trucking job to where your trucking job becomes just the thing that you do for your YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? So then all of a sudden you don't got to work as hard at your trucking job because you're just using your trucking job to film for your YouTube channel. That's kind of what I want to be on, dude. If I could pull that off, just being at a mega carrier like what I'm at right now, I think that'd be awesome, right? I think that'd be dope. You really need to get on with Walmart. I can tell you would love the freedom and money. But here's the thing. Here's the thing about going to Walmart, right? I don't know if I'd be able to like vlog how I'm doing at JB over there at Walmart. From what I heard, like I probably wouldn't be able to get road footage at Walmart without getting canned. And I don't know their like social media, like how strict they are with that shit. I don't know if I'd be able to pull it off. I mean, it would be great to I guess to like get that Walmart money and then get that YouTube money at the same time. That would be awesome. And then, you know, then again, I'm gonna be doing some real ass trucking with Walmart. With the job I got, I pretty much, you know, I help them out, but I pretty much do whatever I want. Like last winter, they were trying to stand me up to Donner and the fucking blizzards and shit. And I said, not my job, right? I just didn't do it. I turned down those loads and it was all good. It was all good, dude. And, you know, my job, it's not all the way like out the way like in Sac or Red Bluff. You know, I commute from Modesto to Tracy. It's just right fucking there. You know what I mean? It's right by the crib. It'd be better if I had one right here in Modesto, but my route is sweet. I'm just on this dedicated route from here to Humboldt and back, right? I turn that around. I take 2 nights to, you know, drive out there, sleep, come back. Cake. And I could get a lot of content out of this shit, right? So, you know, there's reasons why I'm here right now. And yeah, I'll make more money there, but honestly, I think I could step it up right here on YouTube like I did back in the day. Because a lot of people tell me that they really liked it when I was at CR England. They liked those CR England vlogs more than anything. The night transportation vlogs too, but I think the reason why they liked those vlogs so much is because back then, that's when I was uploading a lot. You know what I'm saying? It would have been the same thing if I was at like JB Hunt or any other company. It's just the reason why they like those CR England vlogs is because that's when I was the most active on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I was making the most money. You know what I mean? Let me see. The job basically becomes the content. Yeah, pretty much. Like a lot of people say that like just trucking, like he's not really a truck driver, he's a YouTuber. I mean, that's the goal, right? Because I'm giving you guys what you want to see and I'm getting what I want, right? I'm getting this YouTube check. I already made 40,000 just in referrals this year. GM is where it's at. It's not groceries. Oh yeah, I heard the reefer. It's kind of not where it's popping, but yeah, 40 grand in referrals. Damn. Sherwin-Williams is also good to work for. If I remember correctly, they make some good money too. Oh yeah, I mean, any private fleet, like, you know, that's where the money's at, is in the private fleets. Here's my goal, right? If I could just like stay at like just this cake ass job of a mega carrier that I'm at right now and use that, you know what I'm saying? Like use that shit to feed my YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel can obviously out earn my my check. That it's a decent check, you know, because I don't do a lot of work. I don't work that hard. I really don't. I run basically one store. I run like 3 loads a week, and that's it. And believe it or not, it's enough to pay my bills. It's a little tight, but you know, if I could use that to feed my channel, and my channel can out earn that significantly, dude, that's the goal right there. That's definitely the goal, right? Let me see. Box truck and get your own authority. I've been seeing a lot of people doing the box truck thing, especially out there in Tracy, right there by the Costco DC where I pick up. I've been there's a little like gas station, truck stop gas station with some diesel pumps. There's always hella box trucks parked out there, dude. And I've been seeing those box truck guys, dude. They literally sleep in their box truck. That's fucking crazy. They'll literally pull up their car and sleep in their box truck. Like they'll put the little fucking shades on the visor or whatever, dude, and they'll sleep in their box truck. That's nuts, right? But I guess whatever you got to do to make that money. CR England vlogs are definitely my favorite. Well, yeah, I mean, because that's because I was uploading. That's when I was the most active right here. Walmart is overrated. They micromanage you and you slip seat. I spent all my time up in Oregon and Washington running out of Red Love, GM, DC. You know what that means? 20 plus. That means that, dude, you're driving through that snow. You're driving through that snow. You're driving through that ice, dude. What is it, 97 through Oregon? Dude, when I was at night, right, the first load they gave me was to go from fucking the Arizona, DC. I hooked up to an empty, drove it into LA, hooked up to, it was at a Walmart, DC, right? Hooked up to I got a Walmart load, right? And then it was Oregon and then Spokane, Washington. So I drove up Highway 5, right? I mean, Highway 5 and then like 99 and then back on the 5. And then once I got into Oregon, I had to drive through 97 on like the eastern side of the state that goes by like, what's that, like Bend, Oregon and all that kind of shit. And dude, it was late night. It was snowing. I was on 97, dude. And I was driving my truck and I see headlights in my lane coming at me, bro. Coming at me. And this truck almost took me out. This truck almost fucking 187 my asshole, right? And they barely got out of the way at the last minute before hitting me. And they cut off traffic on the other side. Just because they didn't want to fucking sit in traffic. They went on to the fucking northbound side from the southbound side and almost fucking killed me, dude. And it was snowing. You know what I mean? 97, that fucking freeway sucks going through Oregon, dude. And now I just do 101. I mean, we cover 80 at my job, but it's not forced dispatch. And, you know, they made it clear, like, you know, we value safety over here. And if you don't feel comfortable with a certain route due to conditions or your fatigue or whatever, you let us know, and it's no forced dispatch over here, right? So, yeah, you're making that money, but you're chaining up. You know what I mean? You're chaining up. You're getting paid to chain up, but you're chaining up nonetheless. Chaining up fucking sucks. And just because you chain up doesn't mean that you're not going to jackknife the truck. Just because you got chains on, you can still slip and slide with those chains on. You know what I mean? I don't deal with none of that. The worst I get on my route is like rain. We get a lot of rain and you just go slow, right? I know rain's really dangerous too, but we don't get like that freezing rain that's mixed in with snow at the same time that turns the ground into like just this slippery block of ice that you're driving on. I don't get that on my route. I mean, if I was on Donner, but I don't fuck with Donner when it's like that, you know? And it's local right here, you know what I mean? Like I said, at Red Bluff, it's pretty good. I don't get micromanaged, and I don't do groceries hardly ever. Doing groceries is way different. Working out of general merchandise DC, well, that's what I did at CR England. I did Walmart grocery. I don't slip seat either. That's because you've been there for hell long. But if you go to Walmart, you're going to slip seat, right? I want to work for GP Transco or Newsom Bomb Transportation. GP Transco, they pay, but they don't hire out of California. I applied for GP a few years ago, and they don't hire out of California. It's every state but California. It ain't that bad. I've been driving for 24 years, haven't had an accident or a ticket yet. I take January and most of February off because I get 40 hours of PTO and safety days a year, so I pretty much avoid a lot of the heavy snow. I'm on 97 right now. Where you at? The Loves right there on 97? What's that, Bend? Or whatever. They got that Loves right there, dude. You better be careful out there. Came through to link the stream. Hope all is well. Thank you. Right? Family and kid content. Oh, because what's his name? I'm from Fresno in Virginia trucking right now. All right. Yeah, that's why I'm uploading now. I'm only 16. How the fuck are you a trucker and you're only 16? What the hell? I really love content creation, especially the editing part. It's fun. I'm a pretty creative person. Stick with it. But if you're 16, how the hell are you a truck driver? I upload every day or when I can, since I have school. Just keep that shit up, man. Just keep it up. I may not be a comedian, but I'm pretty fun to get a good laugh or two. I'll be uploading a bunch more real soon. In about 5 weeks into channel Jumpstart. I want to do trucking vlogs. Yeah, just keep doing it. There's a lot of money in this shit. It's very difficult to make daily vlogs. It's not. It's really not. Right? It's how I ran it down. If you just shoot all your shit, right? And you don't upload it and edit it as you're shooting, right? Like, you know, like when you're doing a pre-trip, you know, you upload like little clips, like you edit like little like minute, 2 or 3 minute videos of you doing something on the truck. And then right then and there, before you take off and start driving that truck, you upload it to your vlog, you cut it how you want, and you edit it right there. And you do that throughout your whole day. And then by the end of the day, you got this vlog. And don't make your vlog more than like 15 to 20 minutes long at the most. No one really wants to see you sit down there for like 30 minutes, unless if you're road running Naya and you're showing off some skin and you got like the simps really like simping over you like that. But dude, people, like, their attention span on long form content, it really goes to like 17 minutes at the most. 18, you're pushing. 20 minutes, you're pushing it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, your vlogs have to be like, people have short attention spans, right? So you got to keep the clips short, to the point, meaningful, stay on topic, make it as interesting as you can. Good audio, get yourself a good mic. I got the DJI mic too. That's the one that the Roadrunner Anaya has. It's a really good mic, right? Don't get a shitty mic. You need to have good quality audio. You need a microphone. You definitely need a microphone. And just, you know, you shoot the clip, you upload it, edit that little segment right there, and then you do that throughout your whole day. And at the end of the day, your vlog is pretty much done. You just have to go back and put like finishing touches, whether you want to add like certain filters. Filters, you should be adding that throughout the day while you're uploading clips. But if you want to go back and upload like, you know, like music or maybe like an overlay here and there, and then at the end of the day, you got your whole vlog, right? And you know, you already shot your thumbnail that you want to use, and then you just upload that bitch, right? You just chat GPT, what's the best title? Upload it. You do that every day. If we all do that every day, we could bring this trucking shit back to life, right? There's a lot of money in this shit. You know, if trucking content died off, ultimately what that means is that people just stopped creating the shit. The creators, like, we're not uploading. The viewers, they're not the YouTubers. They're not uploading the shit. Like, we're the ones that are uploading. So ultimately what that means is we're the ones that fell off. You know what I mean? And it's up to us, which means since trucking YouTube has pretty much fallen off, it's a good time for new people to start a brand new trucking YouTube channel and for you guys to come in and fill that vacuum. What happens is in the niche, a lot of people get burnt out and then they just quit. They move on to doing other shit. And then that opens up like an opportunity, right? You got all these other people that are like out the way now. So you can like come in and bring your own shit to this niche and upload your own vlogs, right? Cats on here making money, dude, with the trucking YouTube, right? Just whatever you do. I know a lot of people that get really into this shit. Do not get drunk in your backyard and threaten to beat up your coworkers at your trucking job. As long as you don't do that, you're gonna do good, dude. You're gonna do good. You're gonna do good. Just got to make it fun and entertaining. Yeah. Manny D, thank you. Good luck, Melody. Just got hired at CR England out of Colton. Wish me luck. Yeah, drive safe, right? There's a bunch of people that want to be you when they see what you're doing and how much money you're making. Yeah, I mean, ultimately, you know, you just gotta fucking you just gotta stay consistent. You gotta stay consistent with the uploading. Upload, get better every time you upload, but stay consistent. Daily vlogs, that shit makes money. That's when, you know, Casey Neistat, that's when he was the most popular on YouTube, is when he was doing daily vlogs every day. I know evergreen content is good. Like, you want to upload a video once and for it to, you know, bring you traffic and rank high in search years and years to come. But honestly, to keep it real, outside of certain shit, outside of like straight uploading a scene from a movie, from like, you know, like if you upload a scene from like Pulp Fiction, that's obviously going to be evergreen, right? If you're like Roadrun Anaya and you upload a vlog and you're showing off your cleavage real heavy, that's going to be evergreen. People are going to come and watch that for years and years, dude. And you're going to make money on that shit for fucking years, right? But for the most part, that's kind of random. To upload a vlog that is evergreen, that stays relevant for years and years to come, a lot of the times it's just luck. I got videos like that, and it's just, it was just lucky. You know, I uploaded like some short or like some YouTube video, and I didn't think much about it at the time, and it ranks high in search, and it makes me a lot of money to this day, right? You don't know when that's going to happen. It just happens, right? Sometimes the algorithm grabs a video and it just puts it out there, right? And the topic that you were talking about, it's a topic that that ranks high in search, that a lot of people are searching for. But if you want to make money on YouTube, I mean, do what Casey Neistat did. I mean, that's where I got the idea from daily vlogging, was from Casey Neistat, and that's when he was making the most money on YouTube. The motherfucker was making like $60,000 a month. Casey Neistat was making like 60 grand a fucking month, dude. Sometimes more than that, with like advertisements and shit, and like sponsorships or brand deals or whatever, right? Cat was uploading a vlog every day, right? Fucking like 7 days a week. And this motherfucker, dude, he got so rich off of just his YouTube channel, right? So there's a lot of money in this shit. If you took that same idea to YouTube, to the trucking niche on YouTube, and at least, maybe not on your day off, because you want to stay in the niche, you want to stay on topic, but when you're at work, you just upload a vlog every day. Like, you film, upload that segment, upload that clip onto your software, edit it, and just do that throughout your whole day, and you'll have a vlog every day. You'll have a vlog every day. You'll be flooding YouTube with your content, as long as it's good content and it's not boring. You're not just like sitting there in the truck like, hey guys, I'm a truck driver. No, like, you're actually out there doing shit. You're pre-trip in the truck, get some good road footage. Don't be too like invasive. Don't be going into shipping and receiving and throwing a camera in their fucking face. Like, no, be respectful. You know what I mean? But upload the vlog every fucking day. You'll make a lot of money. I was making a lot of money. I'm still making money, but dude, that dropped. I'm down to like $100 a month, bro. Some months I miss payment and it goes on to the next month, which, you know, like what, I got like 215 from last month, right? But that was including August too, because I missed August because I was on workman's comp. I just wasn't fucking working, you know. But dude, when I was at CR England, bro, it was like fucking, I had a few months where I made like $1,000, right? And it was on average $400 to $500 a month. If I would have kept going like that, just daily vlogging, dude, that could have easily been like 20 grand a month, right? You never know. Like, I guarantee you, what's his name? Alex Nino makes a fuckload of money every month, dude, doing this shit. He makes hella money. YouTube looks for videos that people want to watch or similar to what they watched in the past. The algorithm does everything just for the viewer, not the content creator. Well, here's the thing. if it's doing something for the viewer, what's it doing? It's showing the viewer a video that a content creator made. So as long as you like stay in your niche and you stay relevant and you stay active, like for example, right? Trucking YouTube, it fell off. So if there's someone out there in trucking YouTube in the niche that didn't fall off and that's still uploading like every fucking day while the rest of us fell off, they're bringing in the money right now. They're the ones that are going to win because they got the whole market share for themselves because everyone else fell off, right? Alex, the trucking guy, quit. Roadrunner Naya is not being consistent. Alex Nino, he's uploading, but he's not like uploading a lot like when he used to. I fell off. I'm not daily vlogging anymore. Mr. By the Miles not uploading no more. Fucking Tommy, he's doing like food reviews now, right? I think like a lot of the drama channels, they fell off. Like we had this whole ass niche, and especially in the past few months, it just kind of died off. The viewers are still there. The money's still there. It's just the content creators, they just stopped uploading. So the viewers, they're going to go watch something else, right? So whoever's still like active with this shit, they got the whole market to themselves right now. And it's a competition out here, dude. I ain't gonna let someone fucking steal the market. I'm gonna come back into the market and start daily vlogging. And it'll probably take a few months for the algorithm to like pick up what I'm doing with my daily vlogs. But within like 4 to 5 months, I'll be back to where I was, making a couple hundred or maybe $1,000 a month again, right? It's gonna, because, you know, I fell off for so long. For like more than like a year or two, I fell off, right? So it's gonna take a lot of uploading, like 4 or 5 months of uploading for this shit to catch back on. This is why when I upload vlogs, I don't even get 1,000 views sometimes, right? That's because I got this inconsistent pattern of uploading. I pretty much fell off compared to when I was at CR England, when I was really active on YouTube and I was daily vlogging. So the algorithm is like, oh, well, you know, why am I going to push Augustine's video out? He hasn't been showing up to work on YouTube. He hasn't been consistent. And I don't know when I'm going to get another vlog from his channel. So yeah, you know, he has this really clean, crisp, well-edited vlog right now, but I don't know when I'm going to get the next one. So fuck him, right? This dude over here that doesn't have fancy editing, well, he's uploading every day in this trucking niche, right? So I'm going to push his vlogs out because Augustine, I can't rely on him. That's what's going on, and that's why my views have dropped, my income has dropped, and I pretty much fell off, you know what I mean? It's self-sabotage, right? But like I said, this opens up an opportunity for anyone else that wants to come into the market right now and, you know, really take this shit over. Because here's the thing, like even these live streams show that I fell off, right? Right now, I should be having like a couple hundred people in this live stream. At the bare minimum, I should be having like 100 people in this live stream, right? Like when Roadrunner Naya goes live, she has like 100-something people watching. If Alex Nino were to go live, he'd have a couple hundred people watching, right? The reason why I have like these small views, like I appreciate everyone that's here, but the reason why this channel and channels like mine aren't popping like that is because we're not daily vlogging. We're not active like we should. You know what I'm saying? We're not uploading content like all the time. Like we're not showing up to work every day, and it shows in our views. It shows in how much money we're making, and it shows in the trucking niche altogether that it pretty much fell off. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got to get going pretty soon. Augustine, I found you through CR England owner-operator video. Yeah, a lot of people find me through the owner-operator videos. They find me through the owner-operator videos or through the short-form video that I did about Walmart private fleet and a few of my vlogs. Like every now and then, like I see like some traffic going to a lot of those old CR England vlogs. You know what I'm saying? Like people asking me about CR England, like I'm still there. When those vlogs are like fucking, what are they, like 3 years old now? You know what I mean? Why did Alex, the trucking guy, stop? He didn't like trucking anymore? Why did he stop? Fuck. I think he just got burnt out, right? He had made so much money on YouTube, and I guess he didn't like living in the truck anymore, and it started weighing in on his mental health, and he started feeling like he was depressed or whatever, and he felt like he was like missing out on life and shit. So he quit. That's why Alex the Trucking Guy quit. And yeah, like his last vlog was like some travel vlog in Puerto Rico. So his channel is pretty much done. If he doesn't get back into a truck, that Alex the Trucking Guy YouTube channel, it's done. It's over. It's over for his channel. I'm sure it could still cash flow, but it's pretty much done. His Alex the Trucking Guy, his channel is pretty much done. You can't have a YouTube channel called Alex the Trucking Guy, have nothing but trucking content, and then upload a fucking vlog of you going to Puerto Rico. Like, dude, you ain't Road Anaya. Like, you ain't fucking Coco's Journey. You don't got ass and tits for us to like give a fuck about when you go to Puerto Rico. We don't give a fuck about you going to Puerto Rico. Dude, you're a dude. You're a trucker. You're Alex the Trucking Guy. We want to see you driving the truck, talking about how much money you make in trucking, talking about finances and trucking, talking about your paycheck, talking about like the day-to-day grind as a truck driver. Like, we don't give a fuck about you going to Puerto Rico. So his channel is pretty much done, right? He quit. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's no knock on him. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting here bashing him. I'm just being honest. Just like I'm being honest about how I fell off, right? He quit because, I mean, I get it, dude. Living in the truck sucks. It takes a toll on you. But honestly, dude, shit, if I had like a chill route from like here, if I had a chill route from like here, Northern California, right, down to like Laredo, Texas, you know what I'm saying? And it was a route that doesn't really get a lot of harsh weather besides like rain, you know what I mean? Shit, I would live in the truck doing that. There's a job like that out here. I keep seeing that there's a route out here, specifically from Modesto into Texas, just back and forth, right? Dude, if you did that and lived in the truck, like, dude, think about this, right? Think about this, right? Wouldn't you live in the truck if you could upload YouTube trucking vlogs and make fucking, I don't know, say you make 10 to 20 grand a month on YouTube, right? Because you're uploading vlogs every motherfucking day, like you're a daily vlogger on YouTube, and you got this trucking job that's paying you like 70, 80,000 a year, you know what I mean? That plus all this YouTube money. But in order to get this YouTube money, so this is why Alex the Trucking Guy quit. In order for Alex the Trucking Guy to continue to get this YouTube money and to continue to be successful on YouTube, he had to live in the truck because that's what his content was centered around. His content was centered around trucking and him living in the truck. And he started getting sick of it. So he didn't want to live in the truck no more because living in the truck sucks. It does. But because of that, he said goodbye to the YouTube money. He pretty much let his channel die and said, you know, guys, I quit. I don't want my whole life to pass me by living in this fucking truck, so I quit. Oh no, man, you fucking shit. Pretty much like close to like, oh, what, $500,000 a year? Right? Like, so you're making like fucking, after tax, that fool could have easily been pulling in $250,000 a year off of his YouTube channel, plus his little like 60,000, because he wasn't running hard, say his 70,000 a year trucking job, right? That's almost like, well, that's like what? That's like 320 grand a year from YouTube after tax and his trucking job. I'll live in the truck. I'll live in the truck like a motherfucker, dude. I'll live in the truck. And I think one thing that he should have done to kind of balance it out is take that money from his trucking job, and while he's living in the truck, obviously invest it. But dude, because he was getting sick of living in the truck, what I would have done if I was Alex the Trucking Guy, right? If I was popping like that, making that much money, is I would have been taking a lot of vacations. I would have been taking like my 34-hour resets in at least like a badass luxury hotel, like the nicest hotel, wherever I land at on my 34-hour reset. And I would have been, talking to my manager like, hey, once a month, I do want at least 3 days off. And on those 4 days off. Once a month, I do want 4 days off. I'll run hard all month, but give me 4 days off 1 week out of the month. And on those 4 days off, what he should have done is just go and rent like a luxury Airbnb. That way it kind of balances things out. He doesn't feel like he's locked up in the truck. He could have taken that money and like splurged on himself like he obviously could afford to do. If he would have did some shit like that, he would have had a better work-life balance in his own life, and he could have still been in the truck getting the YouTube check, right? Shit. 300 grand, I'll live in the truck. I'll live in the truck all day for 300 grand, right? If I don't make any more money on referrals for the rest of the year, that means I have made $3.33 extra every month because of my YouTube channel through referrals. There's other ways to make money than just AdSense. I know, but AdSense is the bread and butter of this shit. You think Alex really had enough money to quit and to not do trucking anymore or YouTube? Yeah, especially if he invested it. If Alex took all his money, and, don't assume that he's smart. He might be a dumb motherfucker, right? A lot of people assume that he's smart because, he seems like a nerd or whatever. He could just be fucking having that money sit in a bank account. But if he took some financial advice and put it in like a money market account that grows every year, or put it in like, I don't know, some like index fund or mutual fund, right? It was FXAIX, right? The one with Fidelity, and then the Vanguard index fund or whatever. Like if you park your money there, especially like say you put like $1 million in an index fund, right? And it grows percentage every year, you could pretty much like live off of that shit. You know what I mean? You could live off of the top without, like, you could live off of the profit a little bit. You could dip into your profit and literally use that to pay your bills and shit, pull it out every quarter, right? Without dipping into the principal too much. Yeah, if he did some shit like that, and if he had it like diversified, like he had like half of his income in a money market account and then the other half in like an index fund or whatever, he could live off of the profit without dipping into his principal. And yeah, technically that could be enough money to cover his living expenses pretty much. And then maybe if he does work, it could probably be something chill, like fucking working front desk at a gym or something. You know what I mean? Just to get out of the house and just to have like an extra check, right? So yeah, I think, from the looks of it, him and Alex Nino have enough money to probably walk away from YouTube. I mean, Alex, the trucking guy, Alex Nino, that dude has a lot of liabilities that Alex, the trucking guy, doesn't have. Alex Nino has a wife, kids, a lot of like really nice cars, a really big ass house. So Alex Nino can't just quit this trucking YouTube. You know what I'm saying? He can't just walk away from this shit because he has a lot of expenses. You know what I'm saying? But Alex, the trucking guy, I don't think he was married and had kids or none of that. So I think he was straight. Honestly, I think he was straight. I think he invested in some type of business because that's the kind of what he was talking about when he made one of his last videos. He probably invested in real estate. Maybe. I don't know. Probably. You should check out SoCal Trucking and the other James Best. Do you ever come through to Ohio? No, I don't run OTR. I don't really go to Ohio like that. But hey yo, sorry to cut this shit, but I do got to get going. Cool live stream, right? This is kind of like a heads up, like an update. I'm gonna be daily vlogging again. I know I've said that before, like I'm going to be uploading again, but I'm literally just going to go back to working the way that I was back when I was at CR England and I was uploading a vlog every single day, right? I'm going to be shooting, uploading it onto CapCut right then and there, editing the shit, you know what I'm saying? And then by doing that, I'm gonna have a vlog ready at the end of the day, at the end of each day. And I'll have it uploaded that next morning. So every day, y'all are gonna have something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna do this for the next few months. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna see how it goes. I'll be waiting for the vlogs, yeah, you know, and 20 plus, I think you should get back on this shit too. You know? There's a lot of money to be made in this trucking YouTube, right? There's a lot of money in this shit. Be sure to smash the like button on this video, subscribe to the channel. Why has trucking YouTube fell off? Because those content creators fell off. I'm gonna come back to this shit, you know? I need some fucking money, you know? Peace out. See you later.